Hello. Today we're working on systems of equations by elimination now. So by elimination, the goal here is to eliminate or to get rid of one variable. So in this case, if I try to eliminate x right here, it's not going to be too easy to do. But notice that the y variable right here, I have negative 7y and I have positive 7y. It'll be easy for me to eliminate y right here just by adding those two equations together, because negative 7y plus 7y, that will give you 0y. That means you're eliminating y by adding those two equations together. So off we go. So negative 5x minus x, that's negative 6x. Negative 7y plus 7y, that's 0. So we're eliminating y right there. So then I have 11 plus 19. That gives me 30. So now I'm down to negative 6x equals 30. Divide by negative 6 on both sides. That's 1. So x equals negative 5. So now the next step, we need to plug in x equals negative 5 that I just found what that is right there. So it doesn't matter in which one you choose to plug that into. I'm just going to plug that in to the second one just because. So I'm plugging that in on the second one. But if you decide to plug in into the first one, you will end up with the same answer. So negative x is negative 5. So every time you're substituting here, you substitute, you put that in parentheses. So plus 7y equals 19. Two negatives make a positive, so 5 plus 7y is 19, minus 5 on both sides. That's 0. I'm down to 7y equals 19 minus 5, that's 14. Divide by 7, that leaves me with y equals 2. Now, final thing is you need to write the solution as an ordered pair. So solution will be negative 5 for x and 2 for y. So that's the main idea. Now, for example 2, it's not ready to eliminate like it was in example 1. So if I were to add these two together, I have 8. So that doesn't eliminate y. But here, if I were to add those together, I get 6x, but that doesn't help me either. But if I were to eliminate x, negative 5, if I make this positive 5, then I'll be able to eliminate x. To make this positive 5, I need to multiply the whole second equation by negative 5. And that's what we're going to do. So we're going to multiply this whole thing by negative 5. So negative 5 times negative 1 is positive 5x. 3 times negative 5 is negative 15y. Negative 19 times negative 5, that's 95. So it's like this second equation doesn't exist anymore. We got a new equation right there. And that's what we're going to do to add. We're going to add the first equation plus the second equation that I just created, so I can easily eliminate x. Negative 5 plus 5 is 0x. So I'm eliminating x right there because I have 0x. Then I have 5y minus 15y, that is negative 10y. Negative 15 plus 95 is 80. So now I'm down to negative 10y equals 80. Divide both sides by negative 10. That's 1. So y equals negative 8. Okay, so now I need to go back and plug in y equals negative 8. So I need to find x. Again, it doesn't matter which one. I'll plug that in. I'm just going to choose, I don't know, let's go with the first one just because. So negative 5x plus 5y is negative 15. So just remember that you're plugging that in for y, not x. We're trying to find x. So substitute that y right there, negative 8 So negative 5x multiply, you get negative 40. Add 40 to both sides. That's 0. I have negative 15 plus 40 is 25. Divide by negative 5. That's 1. So x equals negative 5. So I have x and I have y. So my order pair here, so the solution is negative 5 for x, negative 8 for y. That's the order pair. So now we have one last example. Now this one is not too easy because at this point I need to do things for both variables here because they're not easily eliminated by any means. So I'm going to focus in trying to eliminate y. So if I were to multiply this top one by 9, I get 2 times 9, I get 18y. So if I get 18y right here, I need to make the one on the second equation negative 18y. So when I add them together, I will get 0. So if I multiply this top one by 9, I get positive 18. That means I need to multiply the bottom one by negative 2 to get negative 18. So off we go. So I multiply the first equation, everybody by 9. So negative 5 times 9 is negative 45x plus 2 times 9 is 18y. Negative 13 times 9 is negative 117. Now off to the second equation, we're going to multiply all of those guys by negative 2. Negative 8 times negative 2 is positive 16x. 9 times negative 2 is negative 18y. 14 times negative 2 is negative 28. So we're going to try to eliminate y by adding them. So negative 45 plus 16, I get negative 29x. Good thing here I have positive 18 minus 18. That adds up to 0, so I eliminate y right there. So negative 117 minus 28, that's negative 145. Okay, divide by negative 29, that's 1. So negative 145 divided by negative 29, that gives me 5. Now that I have x, I need to go back and I have to plug in x equals 5 in either equation. You choose it. I'm going to just do the first one. Negative 5x plus 2y equals negative 13. So substitute 5 for x. Multiply, that's negative 25. Add 25 to both sides. That's 0. Negative 13 plus 25 is 12. Divide by 2. 12 divided by 2 is 6. Now I have x and I have y. So make sure to write your solution as an ordered pair. So x is 5, y is 6. That's my final answer. That's the solution. I'll see you later.